So here's our chicken diagram. And when a chicken eats, the food comes in the beak, down the esophagus, into the crop. The crop is basically a holding area, and the food is moistened. It kind of ferments a little bit, and then it travels on into the proventriculus. The proventriculus is a bird's true stomach, and there hydrochloric acid is added, and enzymes are added, and food is broken down further, and from there it goes into the gizzard. And in the gizzard there are small stones, and it is a very muscular stomach, and it grinds the food into a mush, because chickens don't have teeth, so they have to have some way to grind their food. So God gave them a gizzard. From the gizzard, the food goes into the small intestine, and just as it goes into the small intestine, there is the liver, right here. That's not really what a liver looks like, but I didn't have much room to draw it. And in the liver, bile is produced. Bile is stored in the bile sac. And when fresh food comes into the small intestine, the bile is added into the small intestine, and the bile helps break down the fat. And also at that point there is bicarbonate, which is similar to baking soda, that is added into the small intestine to counteract the hydrochloric acid from the proventriculus, so that the food is more neutral and the nutrients can be absorbed more easily. Then the food travels through all of the small intestine, and nutrients are absorbed into the bloodstream, and then it moves on into the large intestine. In the large intestine there are two pouches off to the side. These are the ceca. In the ceca, any undigested fiber is fermented and the nutrients are absorbed, and while that fiber is fermenting in the ceca, there are a lot of vitamins produced. They don't have a very long time to absorb them, but some of them are absorbed. And also, here, the uric acid from the kidneys is added into the large intestine, because birds don't have bladders. They don't pee, they just poop. And so the stuff that the kidneys clean out of the blood has to go somewhere. So they add it into the poop here. And that's the end of it. We were butchering chickens yesterday, and we have some of the gizzards, and I'm going to show you how to clean them. And you can see on the gizzard, here's the opening, and then there's a bulge on the opposite end. If you cut on either side, you can cut down right to the inner sac. You can see it turns a little bit whitish, and if you can just kind of rip it open, you can see right there it ripped open. There's a lining, and it's really tough if the gizzard is cold. If you try and peel this out when the gizzard is warm, this sac, which is full of stones and stuff, will just rip open. See, I can barely cut it right now, but if you do this with a warm gizzard, it will rip open, and you'll get the little pebbles that the chickens use to grind up their feed, which is what the gizzard is for, and all the feed will get all over your meat and won't taste very good. But if you have a cold gizzard, this has been in the fridge overnight, then it'll cut open and you'll have a clean inside of your gizzard with no pebbles. Unless you put it in the wrong bag, then you'll have pebbles on it.